Hello everyone, and in another edition for AZW's In the Zone, our weekly wrestling roundtable discussion every Friday at 12:30. I'm Felipe Ohastro, AZW Studios here in Puna Puna. So glad you could join us because you guys are pumped as always. Joined by three guys that are well known in the business in Action Zone Wrestling. Starting off on my far right, I'm former AZW Tag Team Champion and a former AZW Heavyweight Champion, Bobby the Lightning Bolt. Bobby, thanks for hopping on board.
Thanks for having me.
In the middle, one half of a former tag team champion with Bobby the Lightning Bolt. He is the one-man musical rock hard Shinoda.
Hi.
And finally, to my immediate right, one of the breakout stars for 2010. Not a champion yet, but hopefully in the future possibly for Terrence Knight Ontario, TKO.
Two-time.
Two-time.
Here.
Awesome. All right, let's get right into it. Certainly the WWE, if you're paying attention to World Wrestling Entertainment, they've done a couple pretty good angles over the last year. First, they did the Nexus, where the Nexus came, trembled the ring, and there was supposed to be this newfound revolution in the WWE. Two, CM Punk really giving him an open mic as his contract expires with World Wrestling Entertainment. So, my first question to all of you is, what are some of the lamest, and maybe even the coolest wrestling angles that you enjoy? And you look like you're inching and chomping at the bit to answer this. So we'll start off with you.
Okay, you can start with me. Let's talk about the lamest angle. You know, Hawaii Championship Wrestling is the home of a lot of lame angles. You know, a bunch of, you know, all based on, you know, the Hawaiians hate Apoligies or Filipinos hate the...
That was an angle?
Oh, yeah, there was almost everything was pretty much, you know, nationalities against each other.
Okay.
One of the worst things I seen was Backyard Dog versus Aaron Cruz. So, a match where the loser has to eat balut. Yeah. Balut, balato, I don't know.
Balut.
Yeah, balut, you know,
that was
egg. That was an angle.
How long ago was this?
2003.
Oh,
yeah, this is 2003 in the Kalihi Palama, you know Kalihi, a lot of Filipinos, yeah.
Sounds the lamest.
Huh?
That was the lamest.
To me, it was lamest. It was the lamest. I'm offended. Amazing? No way.
Dude, that's gotta be the greatest angle.
No way. The next match, the loser had to live in a friggin' what's it called, doghouse.
Oh,
because
no.
Backyard Dog is a dog, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whatever happened?
Black Dog. Sorry, his name was Black Dog.
His name was Black Dog.
Yeah. Seriously.
Dude,
yes. Yeah.
You could not write this at all. So that was the lamest.
To me. Yes.
All right. What was the coolest?
In general.
Yeah.
Coolest angle.
You want us to come back
Yeah.
to you? Okay. How about you, Bolt?
Lamest angle, I can't beat that.
Were you around for that?
No, I didn't hear of that.
Now I know TKO that you wrestled in the TFW, Florida Wrestling. Any weird angles you experienced over there?
No, not really. Just a lot of beat downs and
Stories over there?
sometimes it just depends on how you do yourself. Some of the stories we had, like when I first came in, it was an okay angle. I'm just saying it's cool or lame. It was okay. When I came in, I was new to the game. Guys there were veterans or whatever, and they was picking on me, and I had to show, okay, I can hang with you guys.
Okay.
And that lasted for a good, I think, 6 months. Yeah.
How old were you at this time?
I was 21,
Okay.
22-ish, somewhere around that area.
And why do you think it lasted for such a short time?
Because, I mean, we had to work on new stuff. I mean, I got sick of it. I'm going to do something else, fight somebody else. So I fought the same guy for 6 months straight. And we have matches every week. It wasn't like 1 month or one match a month. It was every week. So I'm fighting the same guy every week for 6 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it gets boring.
Let's get back to Rocko. Coolest storyline or angle that you've seen Hawaii Pro Wrestling?
Coolest angle, storyline.
It's gonna be tough to beat that balut thing.
Yeah. Can you come back to me? Part 2.
Okay.
For
So
coolest.
we asked the question. We asked the question. You give us a response. We go to Bolt. Then we go to TKO. And then we're gonna go to another question, only to come back to that question. Moving on. All right. Certainly. As a young independent pro wrestler, like much of these three were at the time. No offense, TKO.
No problem.
But certainly, there's sort of an initiation process, I guess, with anything, a fraternity or maybe even a new job. Are there any kind of hazings that went around at your time with pro wrestling, Bolt?
Yeah, Kenru would stick his fingers up people's butts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when they're not looking.
That's
TKO. He's had.
You know, that's right. You've been the recipient of that.
Yeah, no comment. Next question.
What does that feel like?
Next question.
Okay. Rocko? Or should we go to the third question then?
Oh, hazings. I have no stories about that.
You have no. Have you ever seen hazing? Have you ever been hazed?
I think so. I forgot.
What do you?
Sorry.
What do you
I've been in the biz for like 8 years now, so I'm like old.
Well, I'm gonna go back to Bolt.
I don't know.
How did that whole finger that I don't know a polite word to say, but how did that what you just mentioned kind of come about?
Oh, that's signature move, you know,
Right.
or whatever he calls it. But if you're not looking, bam, right there. As TKO.
Why do you think wrestlers get hazed, or how do wrestlers participate in the act of hazing?
Because, like, when I look at it, you get hazed to see if you really, not saying like, you know, in the ring you get beat down or you beat somebody down, everybody thinks that's being tough. No, it actually in the back rooms. You can get hazed or get made fun of and actually stick around. You show the guys, the veteran guys, hey, I'm here to stay or whatever. You can't do anything to make me leave. I've been hazed when I first started. It happened off camera and this back home. I had to push a car butt naked up a hill in broad daylight.
That was hazing?
That was hazing.
It wasn't like a Wednesday?
It wasn't a Wednesday. I wasn't drunk either, so it was not a good day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who made you do that?
I'm not saying his name on TV.
Is he here in Hawaii?
No.
It doesn't matter, does it?
He knows where I'm at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see,
He watched you. He looks on YouTube.
How far did you have to push the car up the hill?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's like, a good 100 yards, maybe, give or take, 100 yards.
Alright.
Got tired, so I stopped.
What do you guys think about the hazing process? Like, would you guys ever haze a young up-and-comer in AZW?
Yes, of course. It's to push their limits, see how much they can take.
Yeah.
And the training's not enough, I assume?
Yeah, it's not enough. It's a mental challenge, you know.
Can hazing bring together a locker room and make them tighter?
If they can handle it, yeah.
Do you have like a plan in mind of what you want to do to someone? You
No,
have
it
to
just
say-
comes out, you know. Give people crap all the time if they can take it. If they can't, then you don't belong.
Like putting like icy hot in their tights and having to put on and train with it in.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, I've done it though.
You've done it to someone?
Yeah,
Who
put
have you
ice
done it
hots in there. One of the trainees back home. He quit like after that training.
to? So are you never going to list any names? Or are you just going to...
I don't want to list their names on TV.
Not even their wrestling name?
No.
All right. Wow. Confidentiality. Rocko, would you ever haze anybody?
Sure. Yeah. If somebody told me how to do it.
If someone told you how to
I
haze?
don't really know how to haze. I don't think I would be good at it.
Well, you're too nice of a
Honestly.
guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy. I think.
Okay, it doesn't bode well when you say you're a nice guy and then followed by heavy breathing. I don't think.
I didn't say heavy breathing. I said I think.
I'm a nice guy. Anyway. And Rocko,
Okay,
Rocko knows that we're joking, guys. So
Yeah. I got a question. Would you haze anybody?
Would I
if you were
haze
in
anybody?
opposition?
if I was in your position,
Yeah.
You know, I think I would. You know, because I do think that it could look at your face. Because I think that it can bring a locker room together. And I was kind of the kid who kind of got hazed in high school, so it's always good to have that little bit of revenge, right? I wouldn't haze another announcer though. I wouldn't haze like a Nolan Hong or a Izzy Sparks or a Marcus Naali'i, you know, or Todd Hachigami.
Would you
them
braise
hot.
Brendan Abrams?
Yeah, if I knew who he was. Sure, why not?
Actually, I said braise. He's. You know what they did to him? We used to wrestle in Rage's yard, you know. So right across is like the beach where all the homeless guys are and stuff. So he would tell them go run to 7-Eleven, get him a freaking Slurpee and run back.
Oh my god.
And then he would have to one time. This punk, so this Brendan Abrams guy, so we sent him out to the beach, and our trainer was like, you know, go get some sand, you know, go bring us some sand and bring there, make some castles. So he brings sand, okay? He can't even make a castle. This kid was like, what? He was your friend, wasn't he?
That wasn't my friend. He's your friend.
I was like,
man.
but they told him, oh,
friend.
make a castle. And nobody wanted
Too
to help
sorry.
him. Nobody wanted to help him because we didn't want to get our hands dirty because he wasn't getting busted because he's an idiot. Yeah, you're an idiot, Brendan. So he's like
Yes, you
making
are.
sand castles. How do you make sand castles? He needs 2 boobs. He just needs 2
Oh
boobs.
my god.
And we got busted for not helping him how to make a freaking sand castle.
Oh man.
That's the best hazing ever. Brendan, you suck.
That's a
That's
hate.
awesome. I wish I was there. Damn.
But he is your friend. Is he
No,
your
he's not
friend?
my friend.
Okay.
I hate him. Compulsive liar.
Don't get so offended.
I'm not offended by you.
Real quickly, do you want to go back to the coolest wrestling angle? You got some time to think about
Give me
it.
some time. Near the end, I know I'm gonna have an answer.
Okay.
I promise, Felipe Ostro.
Here we go. Thank you very much, Rocko. All right, moving on. Certainly, Bolt has been in the business quite a while, along with Rocko, of course. TKO, longtime veteran in the business. First year in Hawaii, though, and certainly when we do shows around the island, there's certainly a lot of locker room leaders in Action Zone Wrestling, guys who kind of sort of initiate the hazing, but also is there to give advice for a lot of the young and up-and-coming wrestlers in Action Zone Wrestling. So we'll start off with you, Bolt. Are there any locker room leaders in your experience with Action Zone Wrestling?
There's a lot of locker room leaders, but one that comes to mind is Chris Kavanaugh, because he trained me and brought me up, you know, to be a better man. And yeah, I always look up to him. I always ask for advice and stuff. He also hazes people too, so you know.
How about you, Rocko?
You're asking me a locker room leader.
Yeah.
Asking me who's a locker room leader, or you know, locker room leaders.
Anyone?
Sorry. Because I can't say who's a locker room leader, because everybody pretty much, you know.
Well, is the guy to your right a locker room leader? Because, you know, if you ask anybody, I'm sure Bolt's being humble about this, but certainly, you know, Bolt's always there helping set up the ring,
Yeah.
and, you know, making sure everyone's in check, and
Yeah.
certainly a lot of people can see.
I would say yes.
TKO?
Yeah, you beat me to it. Yeah, Bolt and Jeff are pretty. I look at them as leaders, being here, because they teach me a different style of wrestling that I didn't know. So I consider both of them as being a leader to me, like a leader.
Certainly. What about Hawaii's Bill DeMott, Kaniala?
Kaliala?
Kaniala.
Kali.
Yeah.
Ko.
Kaniala.
Kua.
Kaniala.
Ka.
Kiniala.
How about Kaniala? Is he a locker room leader?
Yeah. Yeah. When
That's not a very convincing.
Yeah.
That's more of a, all right, I don't want to answer this.
honestly think.
Yeah.
I think about it. I don't want to talk about that.
Why are you here?
No, all right. Are you asking me a question? Is it a good locker room? Yes. Yeah, but he beat me. I was still a
I
little
see. Okay.
red over that.
Okay, so a
yeah.
little biased in the
Yeah.
judgment there.
Okay.
Is Kaniala a locker room leader?
Yes, I think so. I think he is a locker room leader to
Bolt?
me.
Yes, of course. When someone's not doing their job, he's like, hey, come on, you know? Yeah?
Yeah.
TKO! Hey, Kareem! What?
Do your job, do your job. That's all you gotta do. And Kaniela's got it. Just telling people,
He's great at it.
do
Yes.
work.
I would list a lot of
Do
people.
work.
Because
What the hell was that?
what happened?
That's what he said to me. I don't know. Really, he was talking. Hey, TKO, Kareem! What?
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, what?
That is the worst impression of Kaniala.
I mean, I don't know how to.
TKO.
God,
What?
is he Italian?
I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Bring that turnbuckle,
mean,
eh?
I'm from the South, okay? My
my
slang
God.
is a little bit different than here,
Oh,
okay?
man.
I'm trying.
How about another name that always seems to stick out prior to events? What about Sabaki?
I was about to
Oh.
say Sabaki is one of our locker room leaders.
He don't talk to me
can
much.
say. Huh?
I don't think he likes me.
What?
Yeah, I can't see his eyes.
Why?
I can't tell if he actually likes me or not. If he actually looking at me or looking away from my.
He can't see you inside the truck, by the way.
Yeah, that part is actually true. That's why he told me to get out.
When you do something bad, Sabaki will get on you.
Oh my God.
That's great. So
But
he is a
Sabaki,
leader.
but so Sabaki doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk to me much.
He doesn't talk to people.
So he talks when needed. You know?
Yeah, when I'm needed for something in that area, he'll say, "Hey, Tikio," he'll point. He don't really talk to me. I don't know if he likes me or what. I mean, I'll buy some pancakes and waffles if you.
Oh my God.
I mean, go out for breakfast or something if you want. Be boys or whatever.
But I mean, like with all due respect, not a lot of people like engage in long conversations with you, do they? Like prior to the shows.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, so do you think that they don't like you too? I mean, we all love you in the locker room.
Yeah, the scale of 1 to 10, give you a 10.
Yeah, a scale of 1 to 10. Oh my gosh. Is Sabaki a locker room leader in
Yes,
your
he
eyes,
is,
Bobby Bolt?
because he's one of those guys where, he doesn't only tell you what to do, he does it. Bottom line.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're on this show, by the way.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
very happy that you're
Give
on
me
this
a 10.
episode. Exactly.
We can go to
I will
karaoke and eat some pancit.
I'll give you a 10. You know, a couple weeks back in a previous ADW in the zone, we asked M-Dog 20 Matt Cross this question. I'm going to ask this question to the three of you. When your career eventually is over, hopefully not soon, how do you kind of want the fans to remember you as a wrestler in Hawaii? We'll start off with you.
We'll start off with me.
Okay.
How I wanted to be remembered, some wrestler that does work, goes to the shows and not have a crappy match. Bottom line.
And for fear of me crying again, Rocko?
Remember me as a hard worker,
So you just heard what he said, and then said it.
Yeah.
Oh. Same
Give
thing?
me a 10.
Okay. TKO, how do you want your fans to remember you?
Just remember for me for, coming in just trying to do the best every time in the ring. Leaving it all there.
What's the toughest match you've had so far here in Action Zone Wrestling?
The toughest one or the one hurts the most?
The toughest one.
Okay. Toughest one. That will be probably the triple threat with Mark and that bird.
Kenru.
Yeah. I didn't feel.
Oh, Kenru gave you the 1,000 years of death
That's
as
what
well.
made it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the toughest. Got to actually cope after that.
Did that really hurt?
What you think? You want me to call him and ask him?
I think he likes it.
No, what?
No, I don't think that either.
No, I didn't. I was pissed. Really upset.
You're under 500 as far. You've wrestled in 7 matches. You have a 3-4 record here. Where do you see the TKO name going in AZW?
That's going up. I mean, when I start getting put in triple threats and 4-ways and looking to try to win them, it's hard to win those kind of matches. Really hard, especially a 4-way elimination match.
Right.
You got 3 other guys who wants the same thing you want, a victory. I mean, I just try a little harder. That's it.
Certainly, you missed out on that 4-way elimination match, and it's available on the Anniversary Annihilation 6 DVD. Make sure you check out the AZW website. Rocko, what's your toughest match in Action Zone Wrestling?
I have to say me against Kaniala, Anniversary Annihilation 3.
What went on in that match that made it so tough for you? Was that the hardest? Was that the most input you put into a match?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Yeah, that's why it's probably my toughest match. Teacher versus student. First time I ever wrestled him. So it was
Push you to your
pretty
limits?
awesome. Yeah.
You pushed him to his limits?
Yeah. I think we both pushed each other to our limits.
Bolt, toughest match you ever had?
Different levels of toughness. First, I have to say one where it was like hard hitting was Kenjiro and Kanyala. And another one where I got gassed. That's another form of toughness was Sabaki or Jeff Cobb. And after I wrestled Jeff Cobb at that Battle Royal, so it was like all the way through. And finally, getting messed up and still wrestling was against Sean Christine, where
Oh, wow.
clotheslined me in the nose and I was bleeding, can't breathe for crap. That's tough to me.
Oh,
Also, Crazy Chris Jones and his smell. That's also tough. On a scale from 1 to 10,
Tough.
his smell is about 2 10s.
Hanks 11.
It's tough for everyone. It's tough for everyone. He mentioned his bloody nose. What's the worst injury you received in the ring?
I would say a broken hand.
From what?
I believe I've been either kicked hard by Kaimana or a double stomp with my hand underneath a chair.
Oh.
So this whole middle freaking, bent that way pretty much,
Okay.
and the bone,
How did the hand get under the chair? Were you like this?
I was trying to block it,
Oh.
it's like I should have held it, on top. But
Yeah,
instead,
footage of that? I want to see it.
Oh yeah, I had footage of that. Heck yeah.
And certainly, Anniversary Annihilation 6, for those of you who weren't there back in June at the Philcom Center in Waipahu. Rocko, you went from High School Musical over to
Victorious.
Victorious.
Yes.
What is Victorious?
Victorious is a TV show on Nickelodeon. It's a sitcom. It's created by Dan Schneider, who created All That, iCarly, Drake and Josh. And,
Keenan Kel.
No, he didn't create Kenan and Kel.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Salute your
Sorry.
I'm a
shorts.
fan of it. I figured that you would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I pretty much, want to.
Salute your shorts? Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Did he create Salute
Butt
your
dick,
shorts?
Oh, you
man.
didn't create. You didn't
Okay.
create.
Donkey lip.
Okay.
Granny and mush mush.
But
I
you
love
have-
Salute Shorts.
But now you have a new
But
dance.
it's,
But now you have a new dance routine.
Yeah.
And you're sticking with that, and the
Yeah,
fans seem to
Yeah,
love it.
yes, they do. I'm doing a Freak the Freak Out right now. It's one of my favorite songs on Victorious. Is the reason why I picked it.
Awesome. And if you guys want to see that, you can see that at the next AZW show, or you can check out the Anniversary Annihilation 6 DVD. And TKO, what's the worst injury you received in the ring?
Worst injury I received in the ring, I was actually outside the ring. The guy had my arm and went swing against the pole and stood there, my arm hitting it my way. I hit it bone first and broke it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How long did that take to heal?
About 8 to 9 months.
8 to 9 months.
I'm
What'd you do in those 8 to 9
surprised
months?
I still wrestle. I just had it really, 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 really taped.
I see. All right, we got a couple minutes. Are you okay, Rocko?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, you want to go back to the coolest wrestling angle in Hawaii?
Coolest wrestling angle in Hawaii. Pretty much any invasion angles. I love promotions invading another promotion.
And you're kind of in the middle of one of those with ACW, no?
ACW?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Sure. Which one? Which invasion?
The HCW one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was fine. But the ACW one was better.
All right,
Where we
couple minutes
invaded-
left
hey,
here.
hey, hey.
This is the greatest show on Olelo. You have no idea. All right, a couple minutes left in the program. We're going to start off a new segment that we're going to end every show with here on AZW's In The Zone. Certainly the cards and the Sharpies here, you kind of wondering throughout the entire show. It's a segment that we like to call word association. So if everyone can pick up a packet of cards.
Okay,
I
sure.
want black. I
Oh,
want
here.
red.
You want black?
Everyone,
No,
tell,
I'm
everyone
red.
pick
I
up the
wonder
entire
why.
stack.
Oh, the whole
entire
stack?
The entire stack. Yeah, the entire stack.
The
There you go.
whole stack.
So here's how it works. And certainly, if you want to participate in this, make sure you send your word associations to AZW's email address. But here's how it works. I'm going to give you a topic, and you have to write down one word, the first word that pops into your mind about that topic. All right? Everyone understand?
Yeah, you want it in the front or the one with the lines?
It doesn't matter
Oh, okay,
where
okay,
you write it.
sorry.
I have lines on it?
Oh my God. You're a bigger buzzkill than Buzz Killington.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Family guy. All right, here we go. And we're gonna show it to the camera, right, legibly, and please keep it clean because we are on Olelo. All right, here we go. CM Punk. First word that comes to mind when you think of CM Punk. CM Punk, of course, a couple weeks ago, still in that major WWE angle that he has with his contract running out. All right, let's start off with you, TKO. Let's show it to the camera. I think that's your camera right over here.
I guess, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
It says right.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because the whole, like, him speaking his mind, he's actually right about that. Vince McMahon does have his picks. You can see in the company by the guys who actually blowing up like John Cena and Edge and all those guys.
All right.
So he is
It's a
actually...
good word. It's a good word. TKO says right. But what does Rocko Shinoda say about CM Punk? He writes, looks like awesome. Isn't The Miz awesome, though?
Nah, CM Punk is more awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're...
Because he's everything. He's a complete package. He could talk, he could wrestle, and pretty much this whole angle is pretty much everything he's saying is true.
Very, very nice.
Right.
There you go. 2 for 2. Here we go, Bo. 3 for 3. Let's make it. CM Punk. Yellow.
He's yellow.
For Bailey?
It's colors.
Oh, color.
Yellow.
Okay. Oh, because of the
Yeah, Ati. Yeah. Yellow.
All right. So CM Punk's down. You can throw away your card. All right, here. Let's move on to the next topic in word association. TNA. First word that comes to mind when you think of TNA. Total nonstop action. Of course, now their weekly show is called Impact Wrestling on Thursdays.
Oh,
One line?
Okay, everyone all set? Well, it looks like he's finishing up. So we'll start off with you, TK. Are you copying off? the answer?
No, I'm not.
We're all going to see it eventually. Let's see your answer. TNA.
No.
You said WCW. Why is that?
Because every guy that comes from WWE has gone to the secondary promotion to me. Like, you have Hulk Hogan who went from WWE to WCW, then back to WWE to TNA. Then you have RVD, started off in WCW, went to WWE, then back to TNA.
Right.
So they go to secondary show. Most of those guys do that.
Pretty good. All right, Rocko. You wrote down confused. All right.
Mhm.
And that D looks like...
I'm sorry, yeah, that's a D.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Like a high heel for a second. Okay. Why are you confused?
No, they're confused.
Oh, they're confused.
They're
Okay.
confused. They don't know what they want. They're trying to revive a ECW faction. They try to, do a minor WCW thing.
Right.
And right now they brought back the X Division, and hopefully it stays. But
Awesome.
but no, they're directionless right now. They don't know
Word.
what they're.
Very nice. You get a gold star.
Nice.
Bobby Bone, you wrote old. And
Old fat. You said
Oh.
one word, so
Okay.
one word, one illustration.
Oh,
Old
okay,
fat.
good.
Because that's
Outside
what
the
they
box.
are.
Right.
Man, old fats.
Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, here we go. Last word on AZW's In The Zone.
Oh, we have 3.
Word association. Being an AZW wrestler. First word that comes to mind when you think of being an AZW wrestler. Of course, all of you are on the paid roster. Of course, this should be interesting for you because you appeared at Battle Clash back in December of 2010. Let's start off with you. TKO, being an AZW wrestler. Real.
Because when I first got to the island, when I first got a phone call, hey, we have promotion AZW, we want you to be there. I was like, AZW. So I looked on YouTube, saw it. I was like, yeah, this looks cool. So came here and actually wrestled here and feels real to me.
Excellent. Rocko. Honor. That's a great word. Again, with the high heels.
Yep. I'm honored to be here.
Okay.
You know, everything's been awesome.
Very, very nice.
Too much words for one, so I'm just gonna say, make sure it's in the right order.
Okay, this isn't match game.
I'm the Juggernaut!
Okay.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut!
And on that note, that's how we end this edition of AZW's In the Zone. Guys, give yourselves a round of applause for doing so well. What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. We're ending, right?
Anyway, make sure you check out all our previous Action Zone wrestling clips. Log on to Olelo On Demand. All you got to do, log on to the interweb and log on to olelo.org. Click on Olelo On Demand. Then click on Sports, and AZW will be on your computer. Special thank you to our entire crew here in Olelo in Mapuna Puna for Bobby the Lightning Bolt, Rock Hard Shinoda,
Rockcats.
and the Breakout Star of 2010. Terrazon, Ontario, TKO, I'm Felipe Ojasco. We'll see you next Friday at 12:30 in the afternoon. AZW's In the Zone.
Atlanta, Georgia, in the house.
Kiss my anarchy!